Hey moms and dads, welcome back to our channel Just Mom Dad Things. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the components of Vamika's first aid kit. These are the medicines that were used a lot from 0 to 1 year. This video is being made just to give you a general sense of what the first aid kit for a 0 to 1 year old child would look like. But that doesn't mean that you have to skip that visit to the pediatrician or not take the prescription from them. We all know that the medicines that are given to kids are highly dependent on their weight and also the brand, because the strength of the drug keeps changing. So please, let's be responsible, let's not self-medicate, and it's always better to be safe than sorry. On that note, let's get started. The first medicine that I'm going to be talking to you about is the vitamin D supplement. Now, in today's date, across the world, there is a vitamin D deficiency that is being seen. It is practically impossible to take the baby down for half an hour or expose them to sunlight in this heat and pollution. So what are doctors doing is they are giving you vitamin D supplements that you have to give your child for 1 year at the same time every day. Now the issue with this is that for me, postpartum, it was a very daunting task. I used to forget. So I delegated the task. I used to ask my mom or my husband to make sure that this medicine or rather supplement is given to Vamika. Now another reason why this is given up to 1 year is because from 0 to 6 months, the child is on breastfeed or formula or a combination of both. Now the issue is both these options don't have vitamin D in them, and once the complementary feed starts, we know that there are not a very long list of vitamin D rich foods that are available. So please make sure that you are giving these drops up to 1 year to your baby. Next, we're going to talk about Nasoclear. This is bachcho ka Otriven. It's nothing but a saline solution. Now what this helps is it helps decongest your baby's nose, and it helps loosen the boogers that are there. So one of the major issues with congestion in babies is that they are not able to feed well when they have a congestion, because when they are feeding, they are breathing through their nose, and if their nose is blocked, they are not feeding well, which leads them to crying and not filling their tummy enough. So you are basically supposed to put this spray into their nose, a couple of drops each side, 15 minutes before their feed time, and after you have put the drops, you can just press their nose lightly, and any kind of congestion that is there will come out automatically more often than not. The reason why kids have congestion is because of the weather change. It can also be because of the sleeping conditions, and they are chotu tiny babies, obviously hone hi wala hai, because they are very very new to the world. So the thing that we used to use with Nasoclear was an aspirator. Now babies have tiny nostrils, and you cannot remove the boogers with your fingers or even with a cloth. So up to 3 months, this tool was godsend, and it really helped us a lot. Now before Vamika was born, I remember reading up about this, and I was horrified and I was nauseous reading up about how this works, and I was like, I'm never gonna do it. But once she was born, and once we saw that she was having congestion, it just had to be done. So basically you put this tube near the baby's nostril and you suck it, and the snot is pulled out. And just like me, if you're also thinking that hamare muh mein kachra aane wala hai naak ka, don't worry, that doesn't happen, because it has this tiny little filter. It makes sure that the booger doesn't get into your nose. So this aspirator usually comes with like a pack of 20 filters, and you can keep changing it as and when you need it. So once it's used, all these are detachable, so you can just wash it with clean hot water, and you can sterilize it as well, not in a sterilizer but just with like hot water. Up next, we also have this is a equals to roll on. Now this is like a vapor rub equivalent for babies. You cannot really rub anything on their body because it can cause skin reactions. So this roll on can be applied on their clothes if they have a cold, and it really relieves them immediately. Up next we have Colicaid. Ask any mom and she's going to tell you this is her best friend. So Colicaid is the first line of treatment for digestive issues. Now what this contains is simethicone, it has dill oil and fennel oil. Now what happens is babies are new beings, right? Like they've just come out of the womb and their systems are developing, organs are developing. The one major organ that, or rather the system that you see developing is their digestive system. Because it's so new, even if they are on breast milk, they tend to develop gas, they tend to develop stomach issues, because the stomach is learning, digestive system is learning how to process the food, how to pass it, and pass gas and pass it as stool. So your child will most definitely have stomach issues in the first 3 months. This product helps a lot. What simethicone does is it is an anti-flatulent, which means it will fizzle out the trapped gas in the intestine, and it helps passing the gas easier. And the two oils that are there, which is dill oil and fennel oil, helps relieve any kind of spasms that are there. So this product is very helpful. It is not all natural, but it really helps. So if you see that your baby is just not being pacified, like it's just not, he or she is just not, has just not stopped crying, you have tried everything, like you've tried feeding, you've tried changing their diaper, and they've already taken their nap and everything is done, but you're just not able to figure out why they are crying. Mostly it is because they are facing some kind of digestive issue. So this helps. Next, talking about digestive issues, we have the Hing roll-on. Now from 0 to 3 months, when they are having issues like gas, you make a paste of Hing and water and apply it around their navel. After 3 months, you can use this roll-on. So basically it's just like a normal roll-on. So we used to do this, we used to apply this after every diaper change, because Vamika was a little troubled with gas for quite some time. So we used to proactively put this, and there's no harm in this. You can just do a patch test before you apply it on the baby's tummy. Next, we have paracetamol. Now the work of paracetamol is the same as it is for us. It is for fever. So the only time that we use paracetamol for Vamika majorly was post-vaccination. So it's very handy to keep it. Dosage will be told to you by your pediatrician, so please don't calculate it by yourself. Talking about fever, very important to have a digital thermometer handy. I remember once we had gone somewhere, probably I had gone to my mom's or something, and I thought Vamika was burning up a fever, but I did not have a thermometer, and then we had to go to a medical store and get one, and that's when I realized that maybe I should have like an extra thermometer with me, which I'm carrying around as well. So make sure you have one. Then we have Domstal. So this the main drug in this is domperidone, and Vamika was a reflux baby, which means she used to more often than not spit out or spit up a lot of the milk that she used to drink. So this helped us a lot on those days when she would have non-stop spit ups, and sometimes it would also turn into vomiting. So yeah, I mean, this gave her a lot of relief. So that's why it's a part of our first aid kit. Up next we have Sudocream. This should also be called magic cream, because this is a superb rash cream. I have not come across anything like this, and ask any mom, she's going to swear by this product. Now, if you have tried all the home remedies, you've tried applying coconut oil and everything else, and still the rashes are not going away, try applying this cream. It's a thick paste. You apply it as many times as you want, and you will see that within 2-3 uses the redness goes down, and within 2-3 days the rashes will be gone completely. Last but not the least, we have Prunix, or you can also call it Calamine lotion. So हम कितना भी मेहनत कर ले, कितना भी कुछ भी कर ले, मच्छर आके काटते ही है बच्चों को. अब मच्छर काटने के बाद क्या करना है? You have to apply Calamine lotion or Prunix on their bite, which is active, so that it gives them relief and it doesn't leave any marks. So that's all, guys. These are the products that were a part of Vamika's first aid kit when she was 0 to 1 years, and these are the products that were used a lot, and they really helped us a lot. I really hope that you liked this video and that you like the kind of content that we're putting out there. If there are any other kind of videos, parenting videos that you would like to watch, any specific videos that you would like us to make, please let us know in the comments down below. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and thank you for supporting us. Catch you in the next video. Bye.